afternoon, you lovely lot, and welcome to Launch Party. You're watching Crafters TV. It's a Tuesday. It's a cold, but not too cold. But we're having a full, colourful day today because we have lots to show you and lots to get through. Now, Launch Party is all about having a look at some of the launches that we've had, and I have to be honest, there's not much left. You've been buying lots. You've been buying in your droves. You've been loving the show so far. But we have got some smaller collections to show you and some individuals as well. So it's going to be a super day. Now, remember, we're Crafters TV. We are fully social. So you can come and join us anytime. Put your feet up and just have a natter with us over the next couple of hours. I'm presenting today. My name's Debbie Fisher. And we have an amazing lady in the studio who I'm always so happy to work with. She's very creative and she shows me lots of inspiration. So I know that you get lots of inspiration for her. They're all saying that, Michelle, Michelle, Michelle. Let's introduce the lovely lady herself. Michelle, hello.
Hello, hello. I always do that, don't I? It's a little bow.
It's like a little curtsy.
A little bow,
I like it. It's almost like, curtsying. I like it. You're looking very colourful today, Mrs.
Thank you very much. I think I thought I was going to be the opposite of the card that I made for Colour Your World.
I loved it though. It was very you and very different, which I love, and still surrounded by that colour, which is lovely. So yeah, brilliant card that you voted for this morning in Wake Up Call. And if you want to see that particular card, go back and watch Wake Up Call from 11 AM this morning, and you'll be able to see what Michelle made, which is absolutely stunning. Now today we're going to kick it all off with Colour Your World, which was a new collection that we brought out. That, boy, was it popular. You absolutely loved it as much as we did. It was one of those collections that has that burst of colour throughout the whole collection. Unfortunately, the paper pads have gone, which is a shame on that, but the collection itself, you can use with any paper pads that you've got in your stash. It's a really great one to go for. Let's just have a look and see who's in with us today. Lots of people joining us this morning or this afternoon. Teresa saying good morning to all the lovely crafters. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Gracie's saying hello to all of us because she's on social, so our lovely Grace is there. Ben McCarthy's in. Hi, Ben. Saying good afternoon to everyone. Donna is in saying hi from San Antonio. I created my new place there, didn't I? And Laura's in saying good day to all the crafty peeps and CCTV. And she's also saying hi to Ben. I think, Ben, you're getting your own little follower in there. Kathy is saying hello to everyone from Central Illinois. Jane is in from the south of France, amazing. Betty is saying hello from Oklahoma. Oh, there's some amazing places today that you're all from. Shadiah is in saying hello and good morning to Debbie and Michelle. Clarice is in from Chile, South Carolina. Rhonda is saying good morning, Debbie, Michelle, CCTV crew, Team Social, and all my lovely crafty friends from across the globe, from a sunny Chicago. Amazing. Beth saying hello from New York. Zoe's in saying hello from West Sussex. Laurie's in today saying hello from Great Arizona, Gilbert, Arizona, sorry. And Diane is in saying good morning from Illinois. Today is Wednesday. Hope you have a fabulous day. That's not me getting the days wrong, is it? It is Tuesday. I actually thought it was Tuesday today. Oh, wow. That's what it is, George. I thought, see, launch parties normally on a Tuesday, but you had a platinum takeover day yesterday. That's what it is. That's why I've got all confused with the days. Thank you, Diane, for letting me know that it is Wednesday, because I wouldn't have had a clue. I would have carried on as if it was Tuesday. My weekend would have been very late coming around. Right, anyway, let's get on to this beautiful collection. Now, you can see there, it's a 7-piece collection that we've got. There's still an awful lot in there. I'm going to take my water out of the way so you don't want to be looking at that. It's a 7-piece collection for £54, so it makes it really affordable if you couldn't go for that full collection and you've now just got these little pieces in here. But actually, I'm saying little pieces, there is some amazing bits in here. Now I'll show you some of the boards that we've got and how beautiful they actually are, and then we're going to look at some samples with our Michelle just to see just how stunning these are. I love this set. It's a really great set to have. Gives gives you all those sort of weathers, that beautiful umbrella. We've then got that gorgeous, I want to say create a card up. It's not, it's like a border, but it's a cut in and a cut out of the butterflies. Absolutely love this stamp set. Hugely popular. That lady or girl is just stunning to colour. You've got your clouds on there, your raindrops, your rainbow, welly boots, really amazing. There's still, I'm really surprised to see, there's still some stencils in this collection. So if you haven't gone for the stencils, these stencils are great for using with your glitter paste. So they're just so pretty. We've also got that embossing folder in with that stencil as well. And actually, I'd not even thought about this, but you could emboss this and then use your glitter paste through it to create those backgrounds, which would be amazing. You've then got an embossing folder there, which is absolutely stunning. And then also this is left as well, which is our beautiful Create a Card die, which is just stunning. This collection, Michelle, is really beautiful, isn't it? You've got some samples, haven't you? So let's just have a look at those because they are so pretty.
Yes. Oh, I said this morning, I love this collection. It just puts a smile on everyone's face. Yeah. So look, I mean, obviously I coloured mine up so differently this morning, but in the colours, absolutely stunning. I absolutely love that. And again, I was saying about how you can be creating the rainbow colours with all of our different inks. It doesn't have to be the really bright and bold rainbow. You've got a lovely pastel colour going on with this one. And again, it matches that background paper perfectly. And again, so this is using one of those stencils. Oh, let me just pop it up with that umbrella, the rainbow. This has been inked through and there's something very glittery over the top. It's not our glitter paste that's been popped on there, and it doesn't say, so I wouldn't like to hazard it a guess, but yeah, it's been glittered over as well. So
it is glitter paste. That was mine, make.
Oh, was it?
Yes, and it's the sparkle glitter paste. It was the moonlight one. So you do your inks first, then put the moonlight glitter paste
right,
over the
okay,
top.
That's why I didn't quite recognise it.
Yes, because it wasn't the coloured one.
Debbie,
yes.
That is a stunning card.
Thank you.
I wondered why it didn't say on the back whose it was, but that's why. So this is, oh, do you know what? It's just beautiful. So as we were saying, the papers have gone. But using those stencils, you get glitter paste or just your inks, you can be creating all your own backgrounds. I've got so many to show you because they are just so bright and cheery. In fact, it was snowing yesterday.
Was
up
it?
Here. Yeah.
Oh.
It was miserable and snowy. So I'm going through lots and lots of these. You can see that their own background has been created again with these. Not just to cheer you up, but to cheer me up as well after that snow yesterday. It didn't settle, it didn't stay. Look at that. Look at those orange and reds with those.
Beautiful,
just
isn't it?
Beautiful. Just a couple more, because this is one of my favourites. I love this embossing folder. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then last but not least.
Love that.
How bright and bubbly and cheery is this collection?
It's so lovely, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. So that's just a few of the samples. So we're going to let Michelle get set up for her first demo. We've got Adriana is saying hello from San Antonio. Made it back just in time. Dropped off my truck for service. And Karen is saying, I'm trying to watch and do prep for my interview tomorrow. Well, good luck, Karen, for your interview tomorrow. She's saying that her colour, your world has just arrived, but she can't play with it. That's a shame, but I'm sure you'll get time soon. Karen is saying, yes, Karen, you're saying my hair has got very long. It has. I've had my extensions extended. I felt like I'd have a bit of mermaid hair, so a bit of a change. And Kirsty's saying, good afternoon to everybody. So you're loving that Colour Your World just as much as we are. And if you didn't manage to get that full collection, this bundle here is such a beautiful one to have. £54 a day or $69. And we're going to head over to our lovely Michelle and see what she's got in store with this collection.
So I'm going to use, so the one that I just said is one of my favourites, this 2D embossing folder, the Rainbow Hearts. It is just, it's a smile in an embossing folder, I think.
I love that description.
Yeah, this collection is just, it's happy. It's a happy collection, it really is. So I've just cut my piece of card down, you might have just heard me doing it quickly, to 5x7. I had all my pieces next to me here, and I went to pick up my cut down piece of card and it's disappeared.
Oh, you do exactly what I do. I do that all the time, miss pieces.
Absolutely. So it's a 2D embossing folder. So for that, I'm going to use my 2 outside plates, and then I'm just going to pop that through there. Just going to do it a little bit different. So again, like I did this morning, I'm not going to be, it's very unlike me to be a little bit more clean and simple. But I thought I'm absolutely going to. Let me just make sure that.
I think that is a good thing with this collection though, because you can be clean and simple. You can make it really sort of just very tidy and neat and not a lot, but then you can go all to town with it as well, can't you? Look
Absolutely.
at that.
So even though this is a 2D embossing folder, you have still got wonderful depth on there, and that pattern really, really does come through. Right, so let's pop that to the side. So I'm going to bring in some of my classics, and I have just picked a rainbow of colours. So I've got a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I almost wanted to sing then. Yellow, green, blue. Let me put them in order. Purple, pink. There we go. So I've just picked a rainbow of colours, non-specific, not a specific colour. So I've got one of my DR2. So literally I've got poppy, coral, dandelion, can't see that one, leaf green, navy blue, purple and carnation. But have a play about with the colours that you wanting to pop on here. You know, if you want in it, like I was saying, more pastel-y or more bright, have a bit of a play about, see what you would like. So I'm thinking, instead of colouring this whole thing up, I'm just going to do is I'm just going to pick one of these and I'm just going to colour in the hearts. So I'm going to, I think that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we'll go a bit bigger, we'll go to that one. So all I'm going to do is very carefully, and it's quite easy to do because you've got that emboss there, so you can follow the line of that emboss perfectly. So red, and then my orange, so I picked a coral. And all I'm going to do is just colour in all these hearts. I'm going to lose the ability to speak because I'm colouring, as happens.
Do you know what, when you got your pens out, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I know what she's going to do. But actually, this is just as nice. I thought you were going to use your chisel nib and literally just go round those ones in the colour.
Right, yes.
And I was thinking, oh, I can't wait to see how that looks. But actually, I'm loving this, just picking out that row of hearts.
Yeah.
Doing those different colours. Really
yeah, absolutely.
Pretty.
The thing is, sometimes we don't have, there's always that one person who asks for a last minute card. Sometimes you don't have the time, or sometimes you just want to do something a little bit more simple. So, I mean, if I was sat at home and I had the time, I would probably colour all of these in, because I think that would look amazing. But I think sometimes, again, I was saying a little bit clean and simple. Just colouring one row, or one row down here, maybe a smaller one up there, just looks fabulous. So just concentrating. I'm trying to hold it as far away as possible. You know, when I was little and my mum couldn't see anything, she used to hold something that far away so she could read it. That's, you know, or she'd get the glasses and she'd do that. That's literally what I'm doing. So thank God that you're looking at this and not at my face.
Yeah, so, that's me as well.
Yeah. I definitely need to go get some reading glasses.
They do make a big difference, don't they?
Yeah.
These glasses?
So that's my pink, and then we'll go back to the red and do exactly the same again. And this is where I say have a play about with the colours that you pick, because I've got so that's number 2, my dark red. But if I picked the number 9, you know, the deeper shades of each one, you would get a totally different and totally unique looking card.
And this looks like it could be very mindful just picking that row of hearts.
It is. It absolutely is. And again, because you're following that emboss, you know it's going to look great. You're going to be able to, well, not stay in the lines because there's no line there, but you know what I mean. Stay on the line.
Yeah, it's nice when something's written like that because you can't really go wrong, can you?
Well, that's it. Absolutely.
And actually, because you're using alcohol markers, if you do slightly go off the end, just get your blender pen and bleed it back out.
Absolutely. Oh, my blender pen is used a lot, can I just say?
Well, you wouldn't know with your colouring now because this is looking beautiful.
I think we forget that we've got that blender pen there. I think sometimes we go out of those lines and we tend to throw it away, but actually don't. The blender pen is there for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so let me bring in
I
my
love this.
black.
This is amazing. I'm going to do this loads.
Yeah. It's just nice and simple because the embossing folder is so beautiful. You don't necessarily need to have the whole thing covered up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my black. And this is definitely where I need to hold my piece of card very far away from me. So I've got the sort of the brush end, and I'm very lightly just going to go.
Oh, that's brave.
Very brave.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would have attempted that. That's very brave.
So when I was at home and I was doing this, I took my glasses off and I was literally like this. I was literally like that because I wanted it to be so perfect. So this might be a little bit rough and ready, but it's giving you the idea that you can do this.
I think you did a brilliant, Jill. It looks amazing.
So let's just... So we're going to go top and we're going to go bottom.
Oh,
and I'm going to bring in the one that I did at home, which is a little bit more neater. So I just did that little bit there and I just did that one there. Now I've got to admit, one of our design team, I saw she did this. And I thought, I've got to do it because I can't remember who it was, so I'm really sorry. If you're watching, mention it in the comments that it was you, because I'd hate to sort of do your idea and take the credit.
And I love that, Michelle. And actually what that does show is that we get our inspiration as well from other crafters. That, you know, we can't think of everything. And actually it's brilliant that we have an amazing design team. I take loads of my inspiration from some of our sample cards.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I think, in fact, they had it that way. So I'm just going to change it up just a little. I'm going to have mine portrait instead of landscape. But I glanced through, I think they posted it on our I'm a Crafter's companion page. And I thought, oh my God, that is amazing. I have to do that. So I had a play and I love it. So all I've got is I've got my card here. So what size are we? So it's a 6.5 by an 8.5. So I've made my own card base. So you can see that I've just got a tab over there. And all I'm going to do is we're going to mat and layer some black and white card up. We're going to keep it nice and simple. I'm just going to use my tape pen all round the sides. Really should have wrote her name down, shouldn't I? Yeah, see, we'll have to get Nicola on the case, see if she can find it. Because it was just, it was so simple and so beautiful. I thought I would like to
give a name shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have an amazing design team, so it's always good to give them a shout out, absolutely.
And the thing is, I always say on this show that, you know, we give you guys lots of inspiration, but, you know, you give us lots of inspiration as well. Absolutely. Because everyone's got a different take on something, haven't they?
Oh, absolutely. I love that with our craft alongs, when you see people that have done sort of similar, but they've done their own take or they've used different collection. And it's so nice to see.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So let's...
This is looking gorgeous.
Pop that right in the middle. And again, I think the unembossed white card against the emboss, again, just really makes it pop. So I'm just going to pop a little bow up there. I have got a sentiment. I'm keeping my eye on it so I don't lose it. I've cut it out quite big, but I'm going to just trim that down. You could, in fact, what you could do is run this through the embossing folder as well, and then trim it down and place it on top exactly so the emboss follows.
Oh yes, that's a
so
good
that
idea.
would be quite nice. So let me just
and
trim
actually,
that.
something I used to do all the time, I used to always emboss my sentiments.
Yeah.
And then you sort of get out the habit and forget you used to do it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to pop that on there. You could ink around the edges with a bit of black if you wanted, because we've got the black ink pads. Quick dries as well, if you wanted to make that stand out a little bit more. I'm just going to pop one foam pad behind there. I'm just going to pop that there. Where am I going to pop it? Oh, I'm going to pop it there. Oh, decisions. And I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to pop any gems on it.
Love that.
Because I want the hearts to speak for themselves. But yeah, nice and simple.
That is absolutely beautiful. I mean, what a stunning card. And when we say clean and simple, that's exactly the types of cards that we're talking about. I love that, Michelle. So, so beautiful. So if you haven't got your hands on this collection, this is what we have inside. It is absolutely stunning. It's your 7-piece. We say a 7-piece set, but you can see straight away how many dies you're getting on that one die set. We've got our pretty kaleidoscope here, which has got the inside. So this will cut out completely and cut out your one at the back as well. So your inside and outside cutting edge. You've also got the dancing in the rain stamp, which is absolutely stunning. And you can do that in whatever colours you like to colour in with. We've also got our balloon stencils, that really large 8x8 stencil. We've also got the dots in there, so the dotty stencil, so pretty. There's also a not a creator card, a embossing folder in that one with stencils, so a really pretty design. Absolutely love that one, and with the stencils you get that precision over everything that you put it onto. That folder that Michelle was using, so using all your inks over the top, you can get that beautiful rainbow effect, or leave it like Michelle just did and have that white with just your hearts coloured in. That is so effective. And then the last piece in this collection is the absolutely outstanding floral rainbow, which is so gorgeous, and that will cut into your card, but it also has your outside which will come out of there, which is amazing. So if you want that today, it's £54 or $69, and you're getting that 7-piece collection. And remember, paper pads and things, that will work really well in whatever paper pads you put into that. So but use your ink pads. If you haven't got any ink pads, let's have a look at some that we've got for you. Now I'm going to show you my favourite ones first, because I love the pigment ink pads. They are beautiful to use, stunning. You can do so many different things with them. I love it because they are a pigmented ink, which means the colour is a natural sourced ink, natural sourced pigment. It means that the colour won't fade. It's going to last a long time. It's a wet ink, which means you will have that vibrancy for a long time. It won't fade. You're getting all of these different colours in the collection. In fact, you're getting all my favourites. We've got the fuchsia there as well, so absolutely beautiful one. The straw bowl, we've got the honey pot. It's a really good collection. If you've not had our ink pads before, you want to try these. This is a great combination of colours that we've got. So we've got our Oasis, parakeets, and the last one we've got on that is our grasshopper. So absolutely beautiful. Now you're getting that 10-piece ink pad set for £40, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. You're saving £19.90 on those. That's a huge saving for those ink pads. You might just want to stock up on some extra colours, and or some colours that are starting to run out because you've overused them. They're all the colours that would be running out in my collection, that's for sure. Right, so now if you wanted to try a different type of ink pad, we do have our water reactive ones as well, and again some really lovely colours in these. Now these are water reactive, 10-piece, £40 or $60. You've got your Chinese red, we've got your smoked pearl, your crushed velvet, your plum jam, your fuchsia, got your straw bowl, your Bordeaux, your midnight, I feel like a bingo caller, your ocean blue, and your grasshopper. But if you want that 10p collection, so just depending on what you want to go for, whether it wants to be the pigment or the water reactive. Just a little tip as well, that Jan had a colour show the other day. It was all about the ink pads. So on Sunday, it was Sunday 11 a.m. And she took you through a full thorough of each one of our ink pads with our quick drying as well. So I thought it was really useful. So if you haven't seen that, go back and have a look, and then you can decide which ones you want to go for, or go for both, because both of those you're saving just under £20. If you go for both of those sets, you're actually saving nearly £40. That's incredible, absolutely incredible offer. Right, so let's have a look who else is in this morning. Carol's saying hi from Wisconsin. Adriana is saying, I've got many embossing folders from the mystery bags, and that I'd like to that I just collected. Sorry, they're in the mystery bags that I've just collected. But the 3D macro floral embossing folders, I'm loving experimenting with. Thanks for the inspiration, Michelle. Carletta is saying good morning from Arkansas. Michelle is saying good morning from PA. Clarice is saying hi, Michelle. Rosalind is saying that card is adorable, Michelle. And Kate is saying I'm so excited to receive mine. It really means the world to me for my journal, and that I'll make it with. And Katie is saying, oh, I love them colours. Yes, absolutely. Now, if you wanted to add some other little accessories to your collections with whatever you have, we do have some amazing little, let me turn these around the right way, some floral dies. I love this. You've got 14 dies in total. These make the most cutest little flowers because they're a little bit different. Absolutely love this one. Really super. Look at that price. £19.56. That one's our Dreamy Dandelions. Then we've got our Dainty Daisies, beautiful design. We've also got our Charming Florals, and then flowers wouldn't be anything without our foliage. So we've got our pretty foliage there as well. That's going to be a really handy die set for you to have. You're getting all of those dies today, 14 dies in total, $19.57 or $25.06. Platinum price just over £15. I think that's amazing for all of those. 15% of the stock has already gone, and we've only just shown them to you, so that's absolutely amazing. Now Michelle's going to show us what she's got in store with these little dies.
So I'm going to use all 4 of them.
Oh, I love that.
Why not?
Why not?
I love them all. They're all so pretty. So yeah, we're going to use all 4 of these, and I'm going to use some black card. And yes, I have been in my black card stash for my prep this week. I think I've used black on everything. I don't know. I think we go through phases like that, don't we?
Yes, absolutely. I do like black though. I use quite a lot of black, especially for my mats and layers.
Yeah, definitely. So let's just pop these few on for now. In fact, what I'm going to do is what I do when I'm using when I'm putting them. So if I was at home and I'm going to put them all on, in fact, what I would do is I would make my plate combination upside down. So I've got my outside plate, then my plastic shim, and then I've got my magnetic one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these on here facing up. We don't want to make no fridge magnets. I'm going to pop them all on there, and then that way I don't have to tape them all down, especially if I'm going to pop all of these on as well. I'm going to pop them all on there, and then I'm going to put my card over the top. And then I will bring in this plate, pop it on and run it through. And the thing is, there's no right or wrong way to, if you have your plastic, magnetic and then card. I mean, I always do mine the other way. As long as your die is going into your card and then into your outside plate and not into your any of your shims, then it doesn't matter if you have it this way or reversed. There we go. Oh, just in there, they look lovely, don't they?
They do.
So let's pop those out and put my dies to the side. So I love this. I think I was saying this morning, this die set, it sits on my desk at home. I have like a box of stuff that sits there that I use all the time. These dies are in it because these flowers are beautiful.
Yes.
I've got sentiments in there. I've got my nesting dies, and they sort of always sit there because they're the ones that I go to all the time. I have like a box of stuff that is just constantly there. So this is my foliage. Oh, I said it right. I normally say it wrong, but I've got all these ones cut out as well, so I'll just pop all these out and show you. I just cut out in black with nothing else done to them. They're just beautiful. Right, so that's all those cut out. So what I'm going to do is now, I've got a piece of white card, matte and layered. Again, so this is from the Colour Your World, but to create this with your inks, you've seen me do it many a time. I pop my ink down on here, pick it up with my wet brush, and you're going to get the same effect by just brushing across. So you can still be creating your own backgrounds for that collection. So I've just got one of my circle dies, and I'm just going to pop that in the middle. And so again, I'm just going to eyeball it, but if you want to measure it out properly.
Aye, aye.
I know, by eye. It's quite Yorkshire sounding, that, innit? By eye.
That's a Debbie Robertson, is it? By eye.
So let's just pop that through there. So my card base is going to be an 8x8, so that's just the 2 steps down. So 7 6/8 is the white, and the pattern is a 7.5 by 7.5 inches. So again, quite a simple card, especially for me, but quite effective. So let's tease that up very gently. So I don't want to rip any of that. Now, what I could also have done is not necessarily cut the hole in here. I could have just used a separate piece of card and paper, but because I love this paper pad so much, I'm absolutely going to gut it every time I use it and get as much use out of it.
Yeah, good idea. It's always good to be frugal with your papers.
Yes. I mean, I'm not saying I don't love my other ones, but this one is just, I think this has got to be my all-time favourite.
Oh, that's a big statement.
It really is.
I'm with you though. I think it is just such a beautiful pad.
But saying that, I do know what's coming up, so my mind might be changed very soon.
I haven't got one for this year just yet.
No? Have you got one coming up though? Maybe.
Thing is, I really like all of them.
Yes.
So I haven't had one that's my absolute favourite yet. So last year it was Country Lane. I love the Country Lane one.
Was beautiful.
Yeah, the year before it was Masquerade Ball.
Yes.
The year before that it was one called A Quintessentially English.
I loved that one as well.
That's probably my all-time favourite paper pad.
That was an amazing paper pad,
I love
yeah.
I'm such a pink girl. So yeah, I love that one. And I do love this one. So if not, I think at the moment I would say that this is probably my favourite so far this year.
Yes. Although, to be fair, we are only into March. It's going to change.
Absolutely, yeah.
Half a dozen times.
I think we're allowed to have lots of favourites, aren't we? I mean,
yeah.
Who said favourites had to just be one thing?
I know. I said that this morning. Everything that came up. So this is my favourite. So just a few foam pads on the back. Just to raise this up. And I'm going to pop it back in. I know I was singing that in my head. Just going to pop it back in, and I want it exactly popped back in. I've just got a tiny little drop shadow there, which is not going to be on show, so it doesn't really matter that I've just gone a little bit skew with. Because what we're going to do with these is we're going to build up a lovely little wreath for these. So I'm going to bring in my dotty for this, and I'm just going to start there with that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with that one first. I'm going to alternate those three. And the good thing about there being 3 of each is, I mean, besides the fact that 3 looks so much better than 4.
3 is the magic number.
I love that. Let's bring these ones in. So again, let's pop that there, there and there. So I'm just filling those gaps. I'm going to make sure that I'm going nicely round the circle. So I'm just following it round. Actually, you might still see a bit of that drop shadow. You are going to see. Actually, it looks lovely. So that one there. Some of these can be on foam pads if you want. Some don't have to be. And we're just going to build it up. I'm going to see.
I love this. This is beautiful.
I think actually, so you're going to have, yeah, they're so simple, such a simple flower, but when you build them all up together, they look amazing. So we're just I'm not going to pop them on yet because I like this. I think I'm going to go with the foliage. I think I'm just quite impressed that I'm saying foliage properly for a change.
What did you used to say?
Well, I can't say it properly, so I normally go foliage.
Oh, okay.
so I don't look daft.
Some people say foliage.
I think that's what I was saying, and I sound daft saying it. So, right. So I can't say it. Foliage. Foliage. Is that how you say it?
Yep, foliage.
Foliage. I'm just going to tuck that under there. It's going to go nicely round. So I've got the flowers on the raised bit. My foliage is going to go on the back bit. I'm going to pop that one on there.
Beautiful card, this one. Nicola's saying she really likes this one.
And again, it's a nice and simple one, but I think something just as simple as that background with the black flowers on top really makes it just pop. So we're just having a play as to where we're going to put these.
But they're wanting to bet on this one for the card of the show, but they're not going to bet on it just yet, Michelle, because our Nicola's saying that she's going to quit if it's not card of the day.
Love it.
I love that. They always bet their job on it. That's amazing. They've lost their job a lot of times, yes. I'm glad your stakes mean nothing, guys.
Yes. So let me pop. So I'm using my tweezers. It's just making it easier for me to pop those underneath there. And so again, we've got these last leaves. Let's pop these. And again, anywhere you want. It's your card. You know, have a bit of a play. Let's pop that there like that. And then I'm trying to make sure that I don't have it uniform. I want it very random.
Yeah, I love it. It's just looking beautiful. I do love that idea of raising up that middle centre, though.
Yeah, yeah, and then just popping it back in. But just with it being raised, it just looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And not only does it give you that guideline, but you've got those different dimensions in under and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
So, do I want to see what you could? I mean, the thing is, you can also, if you feel like your flower is a little bit too big, cut that in half, and it's going to pop in. Oh, lovely! As if it's, you know, obviously coming out. Let me pop that one there, actually. Yeah. And this is one of the things that I like about these. You cut lots of these out, and you can really have a play building up your scene with these. Pop that there. Almost like it's just peeking out. And then...
So pretty.
Should I have that? Yeah, let's pop that one there. You can see why I've been playing with the black a lot. It just really lends itself to these kind of dyes, doesn't it? Pop that there. And I think maybe... Where's my... So let me just pop a little bit of glue on this. My foam pad. Because I pulled it off of another card. Because I didn't want to waste it. But I just thought it sits there.
Oh, lovely.
Perfectly. So I'm debating whether we're going to pop that on or not. Yes or no. What do we think?
Well, Nicola's saying yes. I'm thinking no. It's up to you.
I'm thinking no.
I'm thinking no.
Let me.
I don't think it needs anything else.
I don't.
I think that is stunning.
I don't even think I'm going to put any gems on it. I'm
predicting this is card of the week.
Oh.
Gonna go there. Amazing. Not going to bet my job on it, Nicola. No.
Again, another nice, simple card to put together, but looks so effective.
You're underestimating yourself. That is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I might bet my job on it as well, George. I think that's amazing. Everyone's loving that. Michelle's saying, I love the look of the deep black on top of the vibrant background. Heidi's saying, this card is stunning and can be used for any occasion. Yes, that's another good, really good thing to say. Nefafeti is saying, this is looking really lovely, Michelle. Pamela's saying, beautiful card, Michelle. What was just one that's flicked up? Karen said, we're going to paper pads. So Christine Mahoney said, that's so pretty, Michelle. So Karen is saying, my favourite paper pads have been Garden Party and the Hummingbird, but there are so many beautiful paper pads from Crafter's Companion that makes me want them all. Another favourite of mine that I missed out on was Winter Sparkle. Yeah, that was very pretty because I love the colours. Michelle is saying, love that. We've already done that one. The card is stunning. Heidi's saying that's a stunning card. And Carol's saying a very special card, Michelle. And Eleanor's saying that's a beautiful card. So if you want to be creating a card like Michelle's done, you can either make your backgrounds with the ink pads, or if you've got the Colour My World paper pad, you'll be also be able to recreate that. We've got our charming florals there, our dainty daisies, then our dreamy dandelions, and then that foliage. I'm doing what you're doing now. I was going to say foliage to mimic what Michelle used to call it. Our foliage dies, which are absolutely stunning. You'll be using these for time and time to come in all sorts of different ranges that we've got coming up. £19.57 or £25.06. Absolutely amazing. Now, if you want a few ink pads, or you want to sort of dabble and you're not really sure what to go for, we do have an Explorer kit. The Explorer kit is incredible. Whenever we do an Explorer kit, it's about bringing something to you can dabble into and sort of learn a little bit about. What we've actually got is a set of ink pads and our ink applicator tool. So we've got our square ink applicator, which we've got additional, so you're getting 2 sponges in there. You can buy extras if you want to. They are great for your ink application. We've then got our bronze there, so that's in our Midas ink pad. So that's our pigment metallics. We've then got our pigment pale tulip, which is absolutely beautiful colour, and that's again in that pigment colour. We've then got our translucent ink, which is amazing. Now the translucent ink, it's sealed, literally doesn't have any colour to it, so you can put that onto anything. And if you've got any coloured embossing powders, that's great for that, but also it's great if you just use a clear embossing powder over the top, and you can apply your inks, and it acts as a resist technique. We've then got some of our watercoloured ink pads in here. So we've got our Twilight Grey, we've got our Smoked Pearl, and then we've got another of our ink pads in our pigment, which is our Oasis as well. So giving you a little tester of all those different inks that you can be using. Beautiful they are. £30, which is a great price for all those ink pads. That's an amazing price actually. 25% you're saving on there, or $40, and that's coming with that ink applicator. And you get 50 bonus points. Amazing. So you might have seen all the platinum deals that are coming out yesterday, and the treats. It might take you up to that next level, which is incredible. I was just thinking of this earlier on, Michelle, because Michelle was just saying about keeping all those little flower dies in a box. I keep all mine like that, my sentiments, my flowers, my sort of embellishments, butterflies, dragonflies. This is what I keep mine in because it's an amazing folder. Now, this folder is super strong. It's super big. If I turn it around that way, you can see how wide that is. and you can fit so much on it. It's got a really strong zip that goes all the way round, and then it will open up. If I open it up to the middle, you've got this one that will open up to all that storage, which is absolutely incredible. Now within that storage, you're getting zipped pockets. So I've got this backside, upside down. Let's turn it that way. And let's just have a look here. So you can literally under your storage, and you've got those pockets. Oh, it was the right way. I'm doing, look, so I did have it the right way. I was being really silly. But you've got your zips there, zip pockets. And the best thing about these is the Velcro, they come out. So if I want all my toolkit in there, I can pop that on my desk. I can then pop that away. But if I've got all my dies or my other bits that I need in here, my pens, I can take that out as well. And you literally can take all of those elements out. They will just go back into your folder. It's got a really strong Velcro grip, and you can fit all those additional things in there. You are getting all those pouches, so you're getting 3 pouches. Each pouch comes with 2 elements that you can put in there. They're see-through, you can see through the back to the front, they're white clean. These are amazing, absolutely amazing. $44.99 today, or $53.95. You're saving 10% on that. It's a great little folder to have. We've sold abundance of these since they launched, only about a month or 2 ago, I want to say. They're absolutely incredible, and what's more is they are purple. There are corporate colours, a nice purple, and they're going to look amazing on your shelf. So if you want that one today, that's the code that you need at the top there. It's our Store It All multi-pocket binder, $44.99 or $53.95. Right, we've got some additional items on the show today. Remember, you can shop the show button on the website. The Roaring 20s, this is our 8x8. I'm really shocked. I thought this sold out. Wow, it's come back into stock. Amazing. 8x8 acetate sheets. Grab that now. That will not be around for long. $12.99 or $14.95. That is amazing acetate. It's stronger than any acetate I've ever known before. You will absolutely love it. You did love it. It's sold out. We've got it back, but be quick because it might not stay around for much longer. Now, talking about stamping earlier, do you want to practice your stamping? Do you want a new stamping platform? This one is amazing. It's our 8x8. It's our magnetic stamping platform. It has 6 elements to this. It has all your magnets to hold it down. It's the one that we all use in the studio. It's the one that gives you the most precision with any stamping, and great if you've got any dexterity issues, because you just literally have to push down a little bit. It doesn't need any strength to use. Absolutely amazing, saving 15% today. Platinum price $16.99 or $20.39. That's an absolute steal. If you've not tried our stamping platform, try it today, where we've got that 15% off. $21.24. Amazing. Now, do you fancy some sparkle in your lives? How about some clear sparkle? You're getting 2 packs of this. You might be wondering why you need 2 packs. You absolutely do, because you can use these so much. You can use these with all your watercolouring techniques. You can use this over your alcohol colouring. You can use this with your ink pads. There is so many uses to these pens, and I promise you this 6 is not enough pens to last you. You will just be using them on everything you can possibly find, even your papers. So think of all those beautiful paper pads that we had. You can use your sparkle over them. You might have some lovely flowers and you might want to just colour those in. You can wash them over your coloured papers that you've got in your new Colour Your World. It's just endless what you can do with these sparkle pens. Are amazing. £20.99 or $27.99. Amazing. Some more shine in our lives. How are we still doing this on such an amazing deal? Now, you know our glossy highlights are incredible. Not only do they make everything super glossy, this is also a really strong glue. So to get both of these for £8.98 is incredible value. You're getting them buy one, get one half price. Absolutely incredible saving. 25% there, and that's your 2-pack of glossy highlights. Now, Centura Pearl, we've got 6 colours here in this collection. Is amazing. You've got 10 sheets of each in these, so 60 in total. They're beautiful colours. You know that we do Centura Pearl like nobody else. It's beautiful cardstock. It it folds, it scores, you can be creative with it. Could be in your construction, it's amazing. Your card blanks for matting and layering, for your embossing, absolutely incredible. You're getting all of this today for £20 or $35. Amazing saving of 15% there. Just incredible. We've got a lot of nice deals today. Our Nicola's very good for hunting those deals down for you on the website. But remember, you can head to the website and look at all the deals that are going. Lots of our deals are because you're a member of our Club Inspire. If you don't know what our Club Inspire is, why don't you have a little look at this here?
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben, you didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Yes, be creative every day. That sounds exciting, isn't it? Let us know what you've been creating lately. I'd love to hear what you're getting up to and what you're doing. Have you made Mother's Day cards? Have you made your own homemade? Does anyone make any homemade gifts anymore? See if you've made any nice homemade mom prezzies. That would be good to hear. I know in America it's different Mother's Day, isn't it? I think we have the same Father's Day and different Mother's Day. Is that right? Yes.
I've got Mother's Day sorted this year.
Oh, Michelle, I'm proud of you.
Well, no. But Thank you. But because I'm making...
I take it back, I'm not proud of you. Not until
well,
you've
I'm going to make
said.
your card that you did for the craft along, because that was just stunning.
Aww.
So I've made that as, I hope she's not watching, for my mother-in-law.
Nice.
So I've made your card, and I've made Debbie's craft along that she did the day before
amazing.
yours for a bottle of wine. So I thought, those 2 craft alongs, I'm sorted.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I am proud of you.
Thank you.
Lovely designs, absolutely lovely. Eleanor is saying that she loves the Colour Your World. It's just a happy collection. I'm going to be spring card making for my mum with it. Rosalind's saying that she loves these to travel. The bags you must probably mean. And Carletta said, I'm trying to make a shaker book marker. Oh, that sounds exciting. Send us in pics, Carletta, when you finish. And Sam McDonald saying, stunning card that you made earlier, and lovely card. Love the reef. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Michelle always blows me away with her makes. Right now, next we have something for you, and I absolutely adore these. I've made tons of these for my granddaughters. It feels like every time they come round, they go, Nanny, can we make a jigsaw? And they always want me to print out pictures and make jigsaws for them so they can piece them together. So they are a really great way of introducing jigsaw to little ones, but also amazing to use for adults as well, because they do create an actual jigsaw puzzle. This time we've got our shaped ones. There are shaped designs. We've got 6 different ones in this collection. These are mixed media, so they're going to cut through your mount board. They're going to cut through your thin magnets, so you can make fridge magnets with them. This one is our star. We've then got our butterfly, another beautiful one there, and you could just cut these out and just make shaker pieces in a big box, or you might just want to do them with a picture on the front that just looks quite quirky. So that's our statement piece. Then we've got our balloons. I love this one. I love the missing piece, the actual jigsaw, and then you've got the heart design as well. You're getting all 6 of those dies for £45 or $60, so that's absolutely incredible. And we're going to head over to Michelle because she's got something in store for these as well.
Right, so I'm going to use the missing piece jigsaw, and I'm exactly the same. These are fabulous. As soon as these came out, I bought them, I bought up. I mean, I had, you know, me and my mount board anyway, but they're just so different. I just absolutely love them. So if you pop it out, you can see it is that wonderful mixed media die. So it's going to go perfectly through your mount board. If you don't want to cut it through your mount board, you just want to cut it into a piece of card, then what I would suggest is having at least 2 or 3 pieces of card, because if you just try to cut this into one piece of card, it's really going to cut into your plate. So if you're going to cut through at least 2 or 3 layers of card with this, because I think that's about 900 GSM. I think your mount board is round about that anyway. You're going to do less damage to your plate. So let's pop that to the side for now, because what I've got here is some watercolour card, and I'm going to bring in, I don't know why I'm moving it, some of my, the ones that I've used in my prep is the antique vintage sparkle ones. I've just picked 3 out of this box here next to me. Oh, it was so much fun. There's a huge box next to me of all these sparkle pens. And it's just, do you know what? It really is living the dream working here, isn't it? There's pens and ink pads and paper pads everywhere. It's like I come into work, I almost forget what I'm doing because you see all the exciting stuff.
I love that.
Right, so I've just picked 3 up, which are very reminiscent, if not the same ones from the vintage 3-piece sparkle set.
And actually, Michelle, just to say, if you haven't got our sparkle pens and there's none on the website, if you go for our aqua pens and then those clear sparkles that you showed you earlier, you can make all of our aqua pens into a sparkle pen as well.
Yes.
So just in case you haven't got these ones.
Absolutely. So all we're going to do with this is we're going to, with one of our little spritzers, we're going to wet this card. So let me just wet it. And then we're just going to get our sparkle pens and we're just going to squeeze it a little bit and you're going to get the drops come out. And they're going to follow all that water that we've spritzed on there. So we're going to bring in all 3. And you can leave it to dry like this if you want. you can bring in one of your, or use the brush on the end, bring in one of your brushes, you know, and mix them together. Or so sort of some of those dots that I've got here that are not spreading, you're just gonna spritz and you're gonna see that they're gonna spread.
Nice.
So this is where you're gonna have a lot of fun. So bringing in the pink as well. Oh, squeeze that just a little bit too big, but that's okay. There we go, put a few about. And again, those that have gone on bits that are a little bit drier, just give them a good spritz and a good swish.
A swish and a spritz.
A good swish. You can do this with a straw. You can do it like I'm doing now. You can bring in one of your brushes. So if I bring in just a brush and my water.
I love that. I think that was amazing.
Yeah, it's just, they're a lot of fun. You can just gently tease it the way that you want it to go, or you can specifically have, you know, brush marks in it if you want, but where they mix together, I mean, this one's going to take me quite a while to dry, but where they mix together, they just make beautiful effects, beautiful patterns. And then while it's drying, or before it dries, if you bring in another piece of card, just pop it on the top and just very carefully just give it a nice rub and bring that up.
Oh, nice.
You've got, I love that effect. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously there's lots on there, but again, I can bring in another piece and pop that on there. I'm going to get like a third set. So much fun to do that. So I'm just going to pop those to the side and let them dry, because I'm going to bring in this that I've already done.
Oh, wow.
So you can see what I mean. It's a different pink in there. So this is the vintage set that I've used. I've got some clear sparkle on as well. I brought our balloon stamps in. This is from, oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's the balloon sentiment stamps. You guys will probably know. But this is another thing that sits on my desk, because I just love all the different, we've got balloons and all sorts of just stamps, and I love this. So this is the dried one. And then all I've done with this is I've cut a piece down. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring in my, have I cut that down a little bit too small? No, because I'm having it on an angle. I'm going to bring in, there you go, look, my die. And what I'm going to do is, because like I said, because if I die cut this just through that one piece, it's really going to cut into my mat. So what I'm going to do is, let me just grab another piece of card. I'm just going to very roughly cut this in half. And then I'm going to run it through with all three, because again, it's a multimedia die. And then I've got two more jigsaw pieces there that I can use for future projects.
So just for anyone that's just tuning in, what is a multimedia die then, Michelle?
So a multimedia die, I like to call it deep dish, like a deep dish pizza. It's a die, but the cutting blade, the cutting edges are a lot deeper. So it means that you can cut through 3 or 4 pieces of card at a time, but it also means that you can cut through our mount board. Obviously, with it being a lot thicker, you need a bigger die, so a deep dish die or a multimedia die. It just enables you to cut through, and again, you're making jigsaws with that, so it allows you to be able to cut through that, and it cuts through it like it's cutting through butter.
And a good tip about multiple cutting of the card to make it thicker, because it is a thicker die.
Yeah, absolutely. If ever I run it through and I just want to cut it out of card, I definitely put at least 2 or 3 through, because we want our plates to last as long as possible, and it really does cut into your plate. What's that having on? It just told me off. Did you hear it?
Like, Michelle, don't do that. I heard it. Do it properly.
So let's see how far through we cut. So I only got to there, so it wasn't liking that. So let me just take a piece away.
Is it because you've got your magnetic shim in there?
Oh, of course it is. Right, so another tip, don't forget to take your magnetic shim out. I did, but I did it on purpose.
Of course.
Because I wanted you to learn that lesson.
Absolutely.
So,
no one else will do it, Michelle.
No, definitely. So yes, it's a deeper dye, so you don't need as much of a sandwich. So yes, this one comes out. We're going to pop this one back in, and I'm going to pop that back under there because it wasn't that at all. See,
and don't worry, if anyone else, you know, any of your die cutting machines will tell you what platform to use for your thicker metal dies.
I was just testing you all. It helps if I push my plates in, doesn't it? So I'm just testing you all to make sure that you all know how to use the machine, because clearly today I'm struggling a little.
Do you know what, Michelle, though? It's quite a hard task to talk and demo at the same time and remember everything about everything.
Yeah. The thing is that I just automatically pick up all those plates and run them through. And obviously I'm talking as well, so, you know, I get a little bit distracted. But you can see it's cut through all 3 layers of my card. So there's 900 GSM there that it's cut through, or thereabouts. So let's peel this top piece off. And you can see, so I've got all these white pieces that actually I can use if I wanted to have a drop shadow behind this.
Oh, that's a
depending
good idea,
on
yeah,
how you're using it. But that is, you can see, I'm going to pull it all apart so you can see it's cut through all 3 with ease. So you know that it's absolutely going to cut through your mount board. But I want this piece for now. So let me peel that off very carefully. So I'm going to use this, I'm going to pop all those bits to the side. So earlier when I showed you how I brought in my second and third piece of watercolour card, you eventually get a very nice watered down effect compared to the really strong effect of the first sort of image. So again, I've just got a nice simple card with black. So we're just going to tape that up, pop that all the way around, and then pop that on there. And then, so this piece we're going to pop on there. So you can see, obviously, these that I've left to dry, let me bring them in, look. How lovely do they look?
So nice.
And you can see, look at the sparkle. Can you see that spark? There you go.
A face.
Look at
I can see a puppy the other way round smiling. Like a poodle. Look, let's put that way. No, the other way. That's it. Look, there,
oh,
look.
Yeah, the eyes are.
Look.
Look at an accidental artist. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. It really looks like a little puppy.
It really does, doesn't it? Oh, I like that. So I'm going to pop those back to the side to dry. I must admit, I love making backgrounds like that.
Yeah, me too.
I tend to, do you know what, and sometimes I forget about the sparkle pens. I tend to do it with my aquas a lot. And then I remember my sparkle pens and how amazing that looks as well. So that is how that is for now. So I'm going to bring this one in. So what I actually did was my watercolour card, I glued to some mount board, but I'd left it to dry. So that's the one that you've just seen me run through. I just glued this onto some mount board, and again, all we're going to do is we're going to pop that on there. And if you want to glue something down and you don't want to wait for your glue to dry, what I tend to use a lot is our A4 double-sided adhesive sheets.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They always work brilliantly, and it's instant, so you're not having to wait for anything to dry. So again, let's pop that on there.
And it's funny, isn't it? Because I'm a bit like you. I like making backgrounds like that. And a lot of people, I get asked a lot, why would you then cover it up? But actually, when you're toning it in and you need that outside edge, it really works so well, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Right, so let's pop that on there. Oops. There we go. And then all those pieces that have fallen out, we're going to bring them in. But what I've also done is I've got some of our rose gold mirror card and cut it out with that as well. And we're just going to, when I was saying about the drop shadow, I'm just going to pop a little drop shadow of that behind. Again, just makes it pop a little. that on there. And just bring in, so I've got a couple more. And then, so just going to glue them all up. And again, so I've used the rose gold. You don't have to, but I just thought that the rose gold colour looks and works beautifully with the colours that I've used.
Because it's a nice depth.
Yeah. So again, your drop shadow can be as big or as little as you want. And then, so what I'm going to do before I pop that on is I'm going to have that going across there. I know I don't need to glue it all the way across because of that recess there. So I'm just going to glue both sides, pop that. Do you know, it's funny, when I've got something on a wonky angle, me trying to get this across straight now is nigh on impossible because your head sort of wants to go with the jaunty angle.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There we go. So that's going to go on there, and then we're just going to pop a few of these around as if all my jigsaw pieces have fallen out. But again, just a different way and a lot of fun. You can have a photo in that middle piece if you want, or just have it blank like I have, a sentiment in there. Again, it's that aperture in there, and definitely a shaker element, because who doesn't love a good shaker? And these jigsaw dies are definitely, there we go, definitely great for that. So this one's going to go on a little bit of foam. I'm going to pop that one there like that. And I could, if I wanted to, pop one back in, but actually I'm not liking that, so I'm not gonna.
Trial and error.
Well, that's it. You know, that's what you do. You pop it on. I always pop them. Anything that I'm doing, I sort of arrange on there and see if I like them before I commit to any glue. And then if I do like it, I will go ahead, take it off and stick some glue on. So I'm just going to pop 3 little gems on there. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. I quite like that. So let me move this huge mess and then turn that round for you to see.
That's
So there we go. So
amazing.
just best wishes.
Absolutely beautiful, and it's so nice seeing these dies used in such different ways, and that is so stunning. You could even use as photo frame, couldn't you, with a photo behind that as well. I absolutely love that, Michelle. Absolutely gorgeous. If you'd like to recreate some of the things Michelle's making with these, let's show you the 6 elements that you're getting in this collection. You're saving £32.94. You've got your heart in there. You've got that missing piece, which is the one that Michelle just used. You've also got your balloon. You've got your statement, you've got your butterfly, and then the last one in that collection is the star. So lots of different variants you've got in there. I think that's an amazing price today, £45 or $60. Now we do have some mount board. Michelle was talking about it earlier. We have it in 3 different sizes, so you can just choose which one you want. I think that's we've got a different one on the screen there. Let's show that one. I think it's that's the medium, so that's 8 3/4 by 10 3/4. So you're getting 20 packs in there. I think this has been gone into, people have been pinching bits in here, but you are getting a full 20 pack of those, which is absolutely incredible. £16.19 or £17.95, which is amazing. The next one we have is our largest size here. The largest size, obviously, you can use in your Pro, but you can also use in your Gemini on your A4 plates again. Amazing value, this one, £13.49. You're getting 10 pieces on this one, so it's 9 by 12. This one is a great one for doing like the memory books and folders that Michelle was doing, the boxes the other week when she was doing her construction from the Craft Experts. What they were picking, I can't think what that was called now. I think it was just the Craft. It was called the Craft Experts. I don't know what it was called.
Oh yeah,
we all chose what our thing that we liked doing the most. Yours was Mount board, mine was
box
flowers.
making.
So yes, absolutely, which is amazing. And then our last one, which is our smallest one. So if you want those smallest designs, we've got 5 3/4 by 7 3/4, and again a pack of 20 on those. This one is hugely popular because of the size of it. It's just great for all your die cutting. Perfect for those little jigsaw puzzles. £7.19 or $8.95, saving 10%. So a great one on that one. Now we're going to something that was very excited on Sunday. Me and Jan brought to you our first look, and then Leanne on Monday had a whirlwind of a day, including you, I think, Michelle. Did you come in and do the evening show?
I did, but I didn't get to play, so I've been playing today.
Oh, well, that's okay. At least you get to play at some point. Yes, so what are we looking at first, Nicola? Let's have a look. So our palette knives. So we're looking at the palette knives. Yes, wow, that's a good price. You're getting a 3-piece palette knife set here for $4.99. That's amazing, absolutely amazing. These are perfect for all anything that you're doing that you need a spatula for. You've got the 2 duck-billed one, and you've got your flat one on there as well. So you've got your 3 different knives. You can choose they've all got their own use, but you can definitely choose what you use them for the most. I know the pointy one is the one Leanne would always go to use, but the other ones definitely have their place. That's a great price, having all 3 of those for $4.99 or $6.95. So if you have gone for the paste and you maybe didn't go for the palette knives, you want to pop some of them in your basket today, then they're the ones for you. Amazing. Right. Now, the mixed media mat is amazing, and I can definitely say that. Yesterday, I've got an amazing show coming up tomorrow. After our Leanne's going to be on Wake Up Call. I'm then on at 2 p.m, so we've got something a little bit different for you, but I've been using this the last couple of days. It's incredible. I love it because it's silicone. You literally can just fold it up and pop it away, just pop it at the side of your desk, pop it in a drawer. It's non-stick, but it's also non-slip. So once it's down on your mat, look, push it, it just doesn't go, won't try to force it. It will not move. It will not move. It's just brilliant. Whether it's on your glass mat, whether it's on the table, it's a great one to have there. It's only $19.99. It is perfect for all your multimedia designs, what you do, whether it's putting your little paint palette at the top here. You've got all your thicker paint palettes, which this has got quite a big ridge on the bottom there, so you can literally make all your custom colours on there with your paints, but it's wipe clean. It's absolutely perfect. I am so thrilled that we've done a mat like this because it's going to go through for so many different things you can do. It's also going to be able to use all your stencil paste through them as well. But I love the fact that literally it folds away. You can just roll it up, pop it. You can pop it back in the box. That's how yours is going to come to you. But it's absolutely perfect. So if you want protecting, if you want to have something you can do all your mixed media onto, this mat is going to be for you. $19.99 or $22.95. Right, spots and dots. Oh, we've got a couple left. We've got a couple left. Spots and dots stencil. It's not many left. There's only 2, in fact, left. These are our large 8x8 stencils. They are incredible. They're not just one stencil. They're 3. So you're getting your large background stencil. You're getting your embellishment stencil, and you're getting your border stencil on that one. I think that's absolutely beautiful. $7.99 or $9.95. The other stencil we've got in that collection is our butterfly one. Another beautiful one. This one is your delightful butterflies. Again, it comes with your big 8x8, and what Leanne has done purposely is put a big border around that one, so you can actually stencil your glitter paste through and not get any mess anywhere else. You're then getting your embellishment butterfly, and you're getting your border one on those as well. If you look back onto Sunday's shows for first look, or Leanne's shows for launch party on Monday, you'll find so much inspiration and learn exactly how to use the stencils. And also, you don't just have to use them with our sparkle inks, sparkle paste, you can use them just with our ordinary ink pads, which are going to be amazing. Now, one last thing we're going to show you on these before we get over to Michelle to play. We do have 3 colours left, which are incredible. The first one, are we doing these separately? So we've got the gold, so the candlelight gold, look at that. I mean, oh, that is shimmer at its best. It is so pretty, so beautiful. $6.99, you can go for that one, absolutely amazing, or $8.95 for that pot, and you're getting 50 mils in that one. Our next one we're going to be looking at is our silver. Oh, no, yes we are. We're looking at our silver moon. So beautiful design. It is just the most gorgeous glitter paste I have ever seen. It is packed full with the most amazing sparkle. You're going to absolutely love it. So that's our silver moon, $6.99 or $8.95. And then the last one we've got left of all those colours, and actually I think these are the 3 best colours that are left. I think what I'm thinking, we probably had more stock of these colours because to just have these ones left. $6.99 or $8.95, and this one is your rose gold. There we go, rose gold on the screen there, you can see there. Platinum price only £5.59. I think that's an absolute bargain. So you can get all those 3 today. That's what's left from our collection of them. Michelle, what are you going to do? What have you got to show us with these?
I love these. I am going to come over there though. Can I nick your rose gold?
Oh, I'll bring it to you.
Right?
I will bring it over to you.
Is that? I think I nicked that this morning off of Lily.
Oh, so it was. Oh no, it's not.
No,
it's not an
it must have been
one.
the.
Oh, there you are.
I think it was the gold
one.
that I know, fresh one. There's nothing nicer than opening something fresh.
Makes you feel a bit naughty as well, doesn't it?
It does, definitely.
Like, it's all mine. It's all mine.
So I've got my love heart stencil. Let me just pop this. There we go. You can obviously be doing exactly the same thing with the dots and spots that we've got left, or if you do have this one, then obviously, yay you, because you got in early enough. Although, do you know what, sometimes it's, you don't realise things are going to go as crazy as they do, but yeah, when I can remember, I think it was Hillary brought these over a little while ago and showed me and Debbie Robinson, and we was like literally trying to grab them all up and take them away, but she didn't let us. We've had to wait. So love the fact that you've got the, you know, the topper one, you've got the long one, the border die. I couldn't think of the word then, and then you've got the nice big one. So I'm gonna use this one. So if you've got your matte, your silicone matte, then absolutely brilliant. If you're just using your glass matte, I said this morning, what I tend to do is, if my piece of card is a lot bigger, I'll maybe pop a bit of tape over the top. But what I'm going to do is, if I've cut it down and I don't want to put any tape on because it's going to interfere with the pattern, I'll just put a little bit of dotty on the back and I'll just stick it to my mat. And then I know it's not going to move.
Good
and
tip.
Then I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to line that up. And I think, again, I said this morning, I learned from Leanne, what I tended to do before was I used to tape all 4 sides of my stencil down. But a little while ago, I think it was when our new ink pads came out, the shimmer ones, and she was demoing them with stencils. She put like a hinge there so she could keep sort of popping that up and checking that, you know, she was happy with how her blending and things was going. So this is how I always do it now. I always tend to tape a hinge at the top. So I'm going to bring in all 3. And I think if we just take the lids off of all 3 and just look at them for 10 minutes, and then and then that's the demo, because that's all you sort of need, really.
Oh, absolutely, just drool over them.
So look how beautiful they are. It's almost a shame to use them, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Just look at those. Absolutely stunning, aren't they? And they smell lovely as well. Obviously, you know, we don't advise that you sniff your glitter paste, but they do smell lovely. So I've got one of my little spatulas, and all I'm going to do is I'm good. And do you know what else I love about these? I've had some glitter paste in the past and they're quite watery. These aren't. I was going to say something else then. These are quite stodgy. They're quite thick. So obviously there's less water in. So when you happen it onto your normal card.
They've got a nice texture, haven't they?
Yes, thank you. So just using the edge of my spatula. I'm just going to pop these over. Now I was saying earlier as well, if you haven't managed to get these, or you don't have anything like this, or you've got your glitter paste and you're waiting for your spatulas to come, I used an old library card from my purse. It's it's like a credit card, isn't it? So it was absolutely perfect for spreading these out.
Yeah, I've never thought about that before.
Yeah, I was saying though, as crafters, we find all sorts of different ways to use things if we don't have the tool. It's always obviously best to have the tool. But,
Absolutely.
So let me just wipe that off, and then we're going to go to, pop that there, to this lovely rose gold. And we're just going to pick up a little bit. And again, I'm going to blend down, I'm going to blend over. So I'm trying to be very careful. This is another thing, this is like colouring. You sort of lose the ability to speak while you're doing it because it's just so pretty. It goes down so lovely.
Well, it doesn't need any words. That's what it is, Michelle. See, it looks so amazing that you don't need to say anything. It speaks for itself. It almost sings when you open those pots. I could hear the...
Yes, absolutely.
And actually, Leanne and the team have done an amazing job because these colours do all work so well together, don't they?
They really do. They do. And you can blend them, you know, mix a couple of your colours together, make a third colour, because obviously they're going to mix together beautifully. But they're just, I love glitter paste. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so glad that we have ours now.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yes, the consistency is what I was trying to think of. The consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not too runny. There's not a lot of water in there because sometimes, you know, the water content makes your card that you're working on warp. But with ours, I haven't had that at all. So let's get this last bit done. Just that mess on the top looks lovely.
Yeah, it's so nice.
So let me just wipe that off. Move that to the side, and then let's lift this. So make that.
Oh, that's very nice.
How beautiful, and they blend into each other beautifully. I just love these. So let me pop that to the side. I'm going to lift this up very carefully. So again, I'm going to pop this to the side because it needs time to dry. But if I bring in one that's already dried, you can see how lovely it looks. Do you know what? I've got a lovely pile of stuff that's drying off to the side. I've got my inked backgrounds. I've got my glitter backgrounds. So let me, oh, there we go. Just going to pop these lids on quickly so I don't knock them over or forget and they dry out. There we go. So there you go. So that is my background. I'm going to bring in this as well because I've already done this. So it's the little heart. So it's the smaller stencil that I used for that. And then I've just cut round it with my scissors. And then we're going to pop a little card together. I'm going to bring in this square piece of card because this is going to go on the top. But I feel it's a little bit stark. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in, so that's my fuchsia, water reactive, and I'm just going to ink it. So I'm going to go all the way over. Very carefully. There we go, let me see. It's So that doesn't look as stark now. It feels a lot better. So let's pop that to the side. In fact, I'll bring these in. So I've got my squares. We're going to pop that on there. And I'm just going to bring in, again, just a nice and simple card today. So I'm going to mat and layer that gold on with my tape pen. Do you know, I feel a little bit like Jan today. I'm surrounded by all these mixed media type stuff.
It's not very often we get to have a play with them all, is it? So
No.
it's really nice when we get our hands on
Yeah,
them.
definitely.
Yeah, I've got some bits tomorrow. I'm getting quite messy tomorrow.
Yes, I'm quite excited for your shows tomorrow. I will be watching.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. I don't think we're giving anything away yet, so I'm not going to tell you, just not until I know whether I'm allowed to say anything. But it's some new stuff coming tomorrow and very mixed media-ish.
Yeah, I'm very careful. I normally say, if I'm on with Ben, I'll say, that thing, you know, that new thing, because I always forget and accidentally slip off. So if I just
I
say...
just tell people normally all the time, Michelle. I'm the one that just go, well, I've said it now. Am I allowed? Well, I've said it. But this time, because our Leanne is launching it, I am doing a few social media posts later on. So I'm hoping it will go out today and we will see. But if not, it might not go out till the morning. But our Leanne is going to be in the studio at 11 a.m. in the morning. And then I'm going to be picking up the sort of same show, but in my sort of take on it in the afternoon at 2. So yes, exciting.
Let's pop that on there.
This is looking lovely. I do love that they've done this embellishment, sort of that main sort of focal point, and then the background and a border. Looks incredible.
So not just that one stencil that you are expecting in there.
Such a good idea.
I'm just looking for my sentiment.
I was like that last week, lost everything.
But I put them right here next to the mat and they just disappear. In fact, I think at one time you guys were helping me find something. It was stuck on the bottom of something. So I'm lifting stuff up looking for it, but it was stuck to something.
It's so easy to lose things, isn't it? Mine's normally my sleeves normally knock it off the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I normally end up going home with low-tack tape stuck all up my arm. I always wonder why the people in Sainsbury's look at me a bit funny. I've got tape all over me, my hands are always inky. I will find it, it'll turn up in a minute.
It'll be there.
So let's pop that
It's an outstanding card, even without a sentiment, so I wouldn't worry too much.
So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna find my sentiment because that's gonna pop on there. But if I turn that around for you guys now, I'm gonna tidy up. I'm gonna look for my sentiment and then we'll pop it on. But really don't need much more, I think, with those glitter pastes.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Absolutely love that. It's actually one of my favourite stencils. I think that's amazing. But if you didn't get that one, don't worry, we've got some other ones that we've still got in stock. But first of all, let's go back to those palette knives. Michelle was using the spatula ones, but the palette knives are the more sort of robust ones. They've got the metal at the top. They're all Crafter's Companion branded. They're absolutely beautiful. These are all singing, all dancing, our 3-pack of palette knives, $4.99 or $6.95. Now, we were saying about our mat, so the actual mat that you can get, our mixed media mat, has just been so popular. It's absolutely a beauty. It's so good because it's made out of silicone. It's really strong. It's heat resistant. It's wash resistant. And what's more, it will stay put. It's not going anywhere. I'm pushing into that and it will not move. It's so strong. You've got all your palettes down the side here. You've got your mixing tray above here. You've got a place where you can put your tools where they're not going to roll off the side, especially when you've got paintbrushes and things, especially the small ones. You don't want them rolling away. Or for your palette knife. Great for your mixed media in any shape or form, including those glitter pastes, but really good if you're using watercolours as well. I absolutely love this. It's the one that I'm going to be using all the time now. $19.99 or $22.95. So that's incredible. Now, we've said about, we haven't got the stencil that Michelle's just used. We do have the spots and dots still in stock though. This is a great one. I think this is really good for all year round and also all genres of cards. So whether it's a male version, whether it's female, whether it's for kids, I think, you know, you can make this into something spectacular. I can imagine that middle bit sort of with the football going into it and it's like a goal, and it's just an amazing stencil. I think that one's a great one. If you want to go for something that's a little bit different, that's spots and dots, $7.99 or $9.95. The other beautiful one we've got in stock as well is our butterflies. This one again, $7.99 or $9.95 in dollars. It's our delightful butterflies, and with both of those you are getting that full 8x8 stencil, you're getting a border stencil, and you're getting your embellishment topper as well on there. 3 pieces in this pack, $7.99, $9.95. And then I've only got 2 to show you. First of all, we've got the rose gold that our Michelle had, which is absolutely stunning. So that's the one you can get for that. A gorgeous, absolutely one, $6.99 or $8.95. We've then got the gold, so we've still got our candlelight gold. Absolutely stunning paste, this one. It's got the most amazing sparkle in our paste, $6.99 or $8.95. And our last one we've got in that collection is our silver, which is our silver moon. And you can see another dazzling design there, which is just absolutely gorgeous. So love all of those. You can get that one for days, $6.99 or $8.95, which is incredible. Right, do you want me to show you something, a little sneaky peek of being naughty? We're talking about being naughty. I can let you into a secret. We have a new Sarah's signature collection, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, before I show you the actual what you're getting, I'll show you just some of the samples. Michelle's got a load more that she's going to show you in a second, but these are the sort of samples you're going to be making with these. It's the most amazing, spectacular, beautiful collection that you have ever seen. It has some extra elements that you've never seen in any of Sarah's signature, some being, can you see this diamante at the side here, absolutely incredible. Some just amazing dies, stamps, embossing, papers, everything. It is absolutely incredible. So let's pop them to the side. Now this is only a preview. You cannot buy anything yet, so I am teasing you. I do apologise. But actually this will be coming to you next week, so we'll find out the exact date. But these are some of the elements that you are getting. So you've got your happily ever after. So you've got that gorgeous dancing couple there. I absolutely love this, the fairy tale carriage. 23rd of March, 21st of March. So that's, I want to say Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. So a couple of days after Mother's Day. So actually, yeah, only next week, next Tuesday, and you'll be able to get this full collection. It's absolutely beautiful. This die, I think, is going to be so amazing. So you've got your princess there. That is just such a cool design. Absolutely love that one. There's lots of lovely sentiments in this one. So you've got your once upon a time, which I think is, I don't think I've ever seen a sentiment like that one before. You are magical. So you've got your stamp and your magical die. You also got a set of flowers in here, which are your ditzy blooms, making all those different flowers, which is amazing. I love this one. It's a die set, which is your elegant archway. Cut that out of all different shapes and cards, different card colours, couldn't get my words out, and you'll be creating that with lots of different effects. You've then got your fabulous fountains. I mean, how beautiful is that for a create a card die? So stunning. I can imagine that being paper pieced and different oh, it's just incredible. The next one we've got in that collection is our fairy tale kingdom. I think that's lovely. I don't think we've had a die like that where you've got that beautiful castle in the background and then that gorgeous fairy. I love this one. You've got your textured stamps, but also you've got your fairy die. So all those different magicals, that as if the fairy dust is being magically sprung onto something. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. That one's going to be very popular. That's your Make-A-Wish. The sentiments in here are just truly magical. You've got your happy ever after, you've got your have a magical day, just really lovely sentiments in that collection. We've also got some embossing folders which are truly beautiful. This one is your enchanted rose, so I think that reminds everyone of a certain film, could be. And then we've got also our glass slipper, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Oh, singing Beauty and the Beast in my ear, it's just exquisite. And then look at this. Now we've actually got our, it's our Once Upon a Time, but it's actually all our beading. So we've got those amazing jewels on there which are coming to you. And what I would be doing with those is snipping into them. You don't need everything on there. You could use them as a full piece if you're doing a scrapbook page for a little princess maybe, but cut into them and use them to their absolute most. Now we've also got ribbons in that collection, so as you would expect, 3 different sizes, 3 different colours in that organza ribbon. Now something very, very special is we've got new ink pad colours. Look at the shimmer on them. Just catch that, there we go, look at that, absolutely stunning. Now if you was to lose your shimmer, you might want some sparkle to go over the top. How about the most iridescent, beautiful sparkle to go over those ink pads, which are absolutely amazing. So that iridescent sparkle is going to come in a little pot just like that, so you can see all that sparkle in there. And your ink pads, you're going to be getting those 4 different ink pads in that design. Now I'm still going, this is an absolutely beautiful collection, because as in true Sarah signature style, you're getting 2 paper pads. So you've got your 6x6, absolutely gorgeous, but I'm going to flick through the bigger one. So you've got your 12x12. This is stunning. So if I just bring that there, look at this. Ah. It's got the most beautiful fairyland countryside. It's got the most opulent flowers in there. It's got designs that are absolutely stunning. The colour palette on here is so divine. I mean, you've got all those sort of pinks and lilacs and purples and greens and olives, and it is beautiful, absolutely stunning. Look at that paper pad. It really is. Look at that. It's just, you can just imagine the fairies that are just going to plant themselves on top of the flowers. It is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. I'm very envious of anyone that gets the craft along with this, because I think it is amazing. And then in true style, you are getting all your linen cardstock in all those different colorways, which is just gorgeous. You know, they're double-sided. They're 8, you get that actually. The US get their own size, I believe, in this. But look at that pink. I mean, that is just stunning. Absolutely lovely. You're getting your 2 different designs of greens there, and you're getting your 2 purples, all double-sided in your A4 sheet. So absolutely love that one. It is a stunning collection, and you can be tuning into that next Tuesday on the 21st of March, and Sarah will be bringing that to you on Crafters TV. Now we're going to let you check out your baskets, or just revel in the fact that there's new glitter and stencils, not stencils, glitter and ink pads that are coming. So why don't you have a look at this, our Crafty fowls. Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put my thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family. Don't you just love our crafty community? We just adore you all. Anyway, you're all loving the show, that's for sure. And you're all talking about the new Sarah signature collection. Nefertiti. Sorry, I feel that's a terrible pronunciation of your name. Nefertiti is saying, oh, this new Sarah signature is amazing. It has a little bit of all the fairy tale princess in it. It's amazing. Lisa is saying, I know I will be getting those next week. Mary Pat is just saying OMG with loads and loads of hearts. Kelly is saying, oh no, this is going to be another frenzy on the 20th, but it's the 21st, remember. Love this new collection. And Rhonda is saying, I chuckle every time I see that clip about the wax seal gate. Yeah, so do we in the studio, absolutely. It does. Makes me laugh too, which is good. Hogel is saying, oh, craft budget will be blown next Tuesday. Yeah, absolutely. And Lynette is saying, good morning from Massachusetts, USA. How long do the... so question on the paste. How long do the pastes take to dry?
I normally leave, well, I was saying this morning, I normally leave mine for a couple of hours.
Yeah. So I heard Leanne saying that they're touch dry in an hour, but probably best to just leave them overnight so they're completely dry.
I was just going to say that's what Lily said this morning.
Yeah.
She says if you do them, you know, last thing at night, and then you can leave them overnight because you're asleep, you're not going to be tempted to go and touch them to see if they're dry.
I was using some yesterday on some wood, and I went out in the afternoon, and when I come back it was dry. They were completely dry on the wood, so I would say at least 6 hours they'd be dry for. So but yes, touch dry in an hour, and also depending on what thickness you put through the actual stencils as well. If you put it quite thick, you might find in places that it's dry, and then other places it might still be just a little bit damp. Right, we're going to go head back to I'm just going to quickly ask, I've just seen another question. It says, Lisa is asking, what size card did you use, Michelle? So I'm just using the size of the card that you put your stencil onto, or made the card.
Oh, for this one?
Yes.
For my last one, so I think that is 7.5 by 7.5 I made for that one.
There you go. You made that card blank yourself?
Yes.
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 Yeah. So there you go. And it's an 8x8 stencil, the background, so obviously you can go anything up to an 8x8. Right, we're going to head back to our Colour Your World selection, which is our 7-piece, and it's £54 or $69, saving over 15%. This one is your Look for Rainbows, absolutely beautiful designs on there. Then you've got your pretty kaleidoscope. I love that one. I think that outside matte and layering, and then that die that you completely cut out. We've then got the gorgeous girl, I love this one, Dancing in the Rain, that beautiful stamp set that you're going to be able to do so much with. You've also got your dot stencil. I love this one, very different, and would work really well with that other dots and spots stencil as well that we've got with the glitter paste. You've also got your balloon stencil. I think that's a great one to have, especially for any celebration. Balloons are always the forefront. You've then got your 3D embossing folder with your stencils as well. So Colour Your World, I think that's a great one to have because you can emboss or just use the stencil on its own. It is a 3D stencil embossing folder, and then you're getting those 2 stencils to be really creative with as well. We've then got this one. Now, the Rainbow Hearts embossing folder was the one that Michelle used in our first demo. Absolutely beautiful design. Embosses lovely. You can use that as really clean and simplistic like Michelle's first demo, or go to town with all your inks like this one. And then the last piece in that collection is our Floral Rainbow. Absolutely beautiful creator card. It's a really big one, great for paper piecing, great for shaker cards, but also just great to cut out your front piece of card, and you've got a card made. It's absolutely incredible. So if you want that collection today, it's your Colour Your World. You've got a 7-piece collection for £54 or $69. Absolutely incredible. Right, we're going to go back to Michelle now because we've had lots of people asking about more samples. So we're going to have a look at a few more samples of that beautiful new collection that's coming next Tuesday on the 21st. Michelle, this is gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, I've got to say, you know when I was saying earlier that the Colour My World, or Colour Your World, is my favourite paper pad? Honestly, the paper pad, everything in this, in fact, all the samples might accidentally fall in my bag today because they're all so beautiful. But look at this. So we have got a huge theatre style card here. And like Debbie was saying, those swirls that we've got, you can cut into them, and this is exactly what, is this Carol's? This is exactly what Carol did. On the end of the fairy's wand, you've just got a little swirl, a swirl of those pearls. We'll try and get Craig to say that.
Swirls.
And another one. So, wrong side. This is absolutely beautiful. So that die there is absolutely gorgeous. And you've got the beautiful, I pointed the right side this time, look. You've got that gorgeous carriage down there. Everything about this just screams opulence.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It really does.
I love that design on there.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's like the princess wanting to get up to her castle.
Yes, yes,
Although
absolutely.
she would be on a horse and carriage, of course. She wouldn't be walking up there.
No, definitely not. I mean, she's left her shoes at the bottom of the hill. She definitely wouldn't be walking. But absolutely beautiful card. I've got so many to show you. There's so many different designs with it. Sorry, just bear with me. You know when you're not sure if you've opened it? I thought I'd opened it wrong. It's so hard sometimes from behind. You think you've opened it correctly and you haven't. So your bags for your little princess's birthday party. They're all going to be taking away their goodies in that bag, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Got this one. So you've just got that swirl, can't do it, on the front with those gorgeous gems, and then you have
Pretend
got...
you're saying squirrel.
Squirrel. Oh, yes, squirrel.
Squirrel.
Oh.
Because that's what I always think Craig's saying when he says swells, is squirrel.
Yes, of course, squirrel. I love that. I love that. So you are really going to be going to town on these. These are you're going to be making really extravagant cards with these. You're going to be going over the top with your boxes as well. And look at that one.
I do love that creator card die.
I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. So lots of beautiful samples that will be coming home with me tonight.
Well, absolutely love those. So we're going to go, so I'm just going to, let's recap on the boards. Also, just as we're running out of time, we're getting right close to time, Michelle, can we have a vote? So let's get your cards out.
Absolutely. I was just in the middle of nicking all those samples.
I see your bag rustling. This is going to be a really tough one. You've created some amazing cards this morning.
Oh, thank you. Right, so number 1 is the Colour Your World. Number 2.
Oh, I lied. It's not going to be tough.
This is number 2 with those florals. Number 3 was the Jigsaw die. And then number 4 is those glitter paste and stencils.
Amazing. 1, 2, 3 or 4. Get your voting in. Right, I'm just going to go through the boards again to show you just why Michelle gets a few cards with your Colour Your World out. And then we'll have a look at that again just in a little bit more detail before the end. Now, we've got the gorgeous umbrella here, which is your look for rainbows. It's got your rainbows, your clouds, your umbrella in there, which is amazing. You're then getting your pretty kaleidoscope, so you've got that background and that forefront and those butterflies. That's going to work for so many different collections. I love this stamp, Dancing It in the Rain, just such a beautiful one to use. You've then got your embossing folder, another gorgeous design there. Then our creator card, absolutely stunning. We've got 2 lots of stencils in this collection as well. So you've got your dots, you've got your balloons, and then on top of that you've also got your beautiful embossing folder with your stencils as well. So you're getting all those today in that sort of miniature version of our kit. I see lots of people are coming in this morning with saying that they've received their collection. They're all coming in today. So many people are loving all the new range that's coming in. Nefafiti is saying such magical designs in these samples. Adriana's saying these samples, oh my. Lisa is saying Crafters TV, I can't wait. Michelle is saying with the fountain die you could also make an elaborate wedding cake. Yes, absolutely, I love that idea. Carlotta is saying my granddaughters will love this new collection. Yes, mine too. I was actually thinking of that earlier. I won't get it before it's my granddaughter's birthday. Her birthday's on the 19th and I won't get it before. I could use it in the studio and make her a card before I leave tomorrow. Oh yes, yeah, absolutely amazing. So Michelle's just going to show us a few samples and then we'll hopefully have a winner.
I am. So again, the design team always go to town, but these samples are also going to be falling in my bag maybe later. So this is Astrid. She's used that beautiful embossing folder in the background. This is Kerry's. So again, just an umbrella and some rainbows on there. And how amazing does that card look? Absolutely beautiful. So this is Kerry's again. Kerry's had fun with these. So look at that, how beautiful. So the paper piecing on these is just, you're just going to go to town with them. You absolutely are. I know there's another paper pieced one there with that beautiful creator card. Love this one. I absolutely love that die. And the wings do come up as well. So you've got that, you know, the outline is going to glue down, your wings are going to come up. And that is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show you this one as well. So again, that beautiful embossing folder on there. So I'm going to show you this one. So you know I said I'd seen one of the design team members. I've just found it in the box. So there it is.
So who's it by?
So it's Kerry Noon.
Oh, Kerry, well done.
So let me bring mine in so you can see that where I took the inspiration from. So if I bring those two together.
Oh, that's perfect.
They would almost be in a pack of 6, those two, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. I love that. But it just shows you, just pick a different row each time. You could have a set of cards that that you can give to people for whatever occasion.
Yeah,
Love that
absolutely.
idea. Well done,
Yeah.
Kerry. That's a brilliant idea.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing. We have a winner. It's number 2, of course. Had to be number 2.
No, it's not. Number 2.
That one would have been a winner, I think, if you hadn't done that one. That is an amazing sample. Absolutely love that one. Thank you for voting. Kendall saying I got the stencil and it will arrive today. Or the stencils, and they will arrive today. When I get the paste, I'm going to have to use those. Beth is saying this is such a fun, cheerful collection. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think it is a really happy, fun collection, and hopefully you've got your hands on yours. And if you didn't the other day, now's the time to grab that collection. But we're going to have a little bit of a break, just for a couple of hours. We are going to be back. Michelle, what are we going to be back with later on?
Oh, so it's beautiful beginnings. So we're taking it back to sort of basics with that. We've got vintage butterflies.
Oh, nice.
We have got a couple of other things.
Put you on the spot. Well, you just have to, they'll have to come back, Michelle, to find out what you've got. But you know Michelle, she will have the most inspirational Manx that you've ever seen. So come back and join us at 6 o'clock. We will see you then. Bye.